All right, Shalom, we're back. All right, but now we're going to be in Ezekiel 14 and 7. All right, Ezekiel 14 and 7. All right, for every one of the house of Israel, or of the stranger that sojourneth in Israel, which separateth himself from me, and setteth up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to a prophet to inquire of him concerning me, I the Lord will answer him by myself, and I will set my face against that man, and will make him a sign and a proverb, and I will cut him off from the midst of my people, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. And if the prophet be deceived when he hath spoken a thing, I the Lord have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. Or, so of course, and it says, basically, like, followers of false prophets, and the false prophet get destroyed. All right, and, just like food service in general, like, you don't necessarily have to be like preparing something like this, in order to like make someone sick, or like or they die or whatever. All right, but you can get caught up, if you happen to do that to somebody, then you can get charged with like negligence, like your restaurant could get shut down. A number of things can happen. All right, but and it also said, as far as like being careful with this word, right? It also said that the Lord, is the one responsible for, having that false prophet, or just like teach all those lies. All right, Matthew 7 and 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. All right, so the Lord's not dealing with everybody. It says like you got to like just like this, you got to go through like rigorous training. Or and even with this scene, he tried to like just like open the book, read all the directions and things like that. And he still fucked up. And just like spoiler alert, Homer doesn't end up like dying or whatever, but there was that all that panic, chaos, and uncertainty. Just from it was just like basically someone wasn't 100% sure of what they were doing, and it caused some like problems. All right, Revelation 22 and 18. For I testify unto every man, that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man, shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. So if you like add certain things, different doctrines, like these wicked feast days, unrighteous decrees, things like that. Or that's there's poison on that cut of meat. All right, verse 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. All right, so all right, that means everything has to be 100% on point. All right, because you could also be like leaving something out, in a breakdown, you know, or um, or just adding something on, or it's like just like one example, Babylon the Great being like the Vatican City and things like that, or when you're teaching things like that, you're like this guy, like a novice, a novice, or not even a novice, it's obviously like a fuck up. All right. All right. All right, Acts. All right, 8:30. And Philip ran thither to him, and heard him read, all right, the prophet Isaiah, and said, Understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, How can I, except some man, all right, should guide me? And he desired Philip, all right, that he would come up and sit with him. All right, so another thing, in this truth, as far as like having instruction. Like if you don't have any type of like instruction, or you just end up like getting like bugged out. Even like the Bible in general. Or you got that's why we got like all these not only false prophets, just like straight up weirdos. Or we've had a guy come up saying Yahushua was Mary was artificially inseminated, and things like that. Just saw one guy who thought he controls like the weather, as of now. He's an Israelite, and that's going to be bestowed on him, as far as that portion. But as of now, we still have like a punishment in captivity to serve. So we don't have it like that. Or and just all types of just all types of like madness. Especially once you like find out like you're an Israelite, you gotta like I would recommend you like just finding someone just like to check in with, as far as as far as like seeking counsel, on certain things. Because there was another incident, some of the officers in our camp like brought up, as far as there was one guy, he shot an Edomite after an argument, and things like that, or you gotta learn from someone how to operate properly, or you need that counsel. There was that one guy, he started like manipulating all these like women. He had like multiple wives. He ended up like killing one of their sons, and all this the type of like bullshit that they use to like demonize us, basically. All right, but as far as that, you need guidance, and if you want to be a teacher, you need a certain amount of like they said, like rigorous like training. As far as like it's all about precision. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.